Or who knows? Maybe UG3. Like, how do you view him versus Spillane and Vince Williams? Like, does he even have a chance?
UG3, man.
I told you, this is Jalen. This is Jalen Samuels. He's just forgotten.
Has been the biggest thing with UG3, man. Because
but he's got the talent.
No, that's what I'm like. For a fact, he outside of Devin Bush, he's probably the most gifted athlete in that room. But he hasn't been able to stay healthy. So similar to the DeCastro situation, right? Maybe not to that same extent of it being a lingering thing, but how can I count on you if I don't know if you're going to be available or not? How can I count on you if we're going to go into this game and you might not be able to make it out the first half? Like, those are some of the things that when I think of UG3, I think of, just because he hasn't been available. We haven't at least seen full games, plural, from him where we've seen him make plays and stand up and be a big dog in there. We haven't seen that. So it's hard for me to just feel like, all right, yeah, I could roll with UG. Like, He's
got the nickname. Has anyone ever called him UG3? I think this is the first time we're calling him that.
I know in like Steelers media circles, everybody calls him UG3.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, like, if that's like his like
I like it
nickname,
though.
But everybody, yeah,
I like it. He's got the nickname for it though.
Well, you keep saying Ulysses Gilbert the third.
Yeah, you don't want to say.
Heck no, man.
I just remember though. I swear it was our first podcast we were doing that preseason when Devin Bush was a rookie. Whenever he was playing, he was making some impact plays in preseason. You were like, this dude's at least going to make the roster. Like at points, he was. I don't want to say he was looking better than Devin Bush, but like he was. I mean, he was playing more in the second half though. There might have been that reason for it, but he was looking really good in preseason.
Yeah. But the thing that also goes into preseason success versus regular season success. Remember just the brief adjustments I was talking about? In the preseason, we don't adjust anything. Every call
you said it's like 4 plays or something?
Yes. We're going to go into every preseason game with the same 4 calls. We're not going to rotate them. We're not adjusting. We're not game planning anything. I've been in teams where we game plan preseason games like it's a legit Super Bowl. Like, you'll be over here like, yo, we got to check for everything they're going to come out in. But like, coach, there's 90 guys on the roster. I don't even know these guys. They got scout reports. They got all this stuff. In Pittsburgh, they do not care about preseason games in terms of wins and losses. They care about their players just going out and executing a call and seeing if they can make that call work. They don't care if it's the best call. Meaning this, if I see you come out in your small ball, right? You're coming out in a sub package grouping where it's four wide receivers, 1 running back, right? I probably should put in smaller personnel on defense, put a little bit of exotic coverage in there. We'll match up. No. In the preseason, they're going to run base personnel versus that grouping and say, hey, Moats, go play cover 4 quarters coverage, which is essentially man, as if you don't have to take the guy vertical. You play this receiver man over here. Hey, inside line, you walk out on the front side, you play that guy man and make the call work. And you're like, bro, what? So it's not a lot of thinking. But if your matchup is bad, you're going to struggle. Now, UG3, great athlete, you thrive in those moments, right? So that's the part where it gets different. Now, when you fast forward to the season, and I'm telling you, no, we're going to check this. If he does this, we're going to check that. But also, if he's standing here 2 inches to the left, we're going to check to this. Oh, but don't forget, if they line up like this, we're going to check that also. And that's his pre-snap. Now his head's spinning. Now he's thinking too much. That's another part where he has to catch up with that, man. It's tough mentally, though, man. It's a lot mentally.
Secretly, another good little competition we got going on inside linebacker.